Imagine living in a place where the nearest grocery store is miles away and your only food options are convenience stores stocked with junk food.
I don't think this was an accident, not to build grocery stores in this area because the people here, it's not just about black people, it's about poor people.
Priorities, what were the needs in the larger South Memphis area? And one thing that came up over and over again was access to food.
This is a problem for people who live here because they don't have access to affordable and nutritious food.
In the same city where some of the world's largest tech companies generate enough money to buy every resident a three-course meal every day, nearly 13 million pounds of perfectly edible food are dumped inside its Seattle area landfills every single month. Meanwhile, 1 in 10 of our neighbors don't know where the next meal is coming from.
What does food inequality mean to you? Food inequality, I think, has to do with access, who gets access and who has access to different foods.
Food inequality to me is like the unequal distribution of healthy and affordable food to certain people.
Food inequality refers to unequal access to healthy and nutritious food. For example, if someone lives in an area where there are no grocery stores nearby and there's no good public transit to a grocery store nearby, they are experiencing food inequality. Typically, areas like this still have easy access to convenience stores and gas stations which sell unhealthy food, which is also non-nutritious. Making people who experience food inequality have easy access to non-nutritious food and hard access to nutritious food. Roughly 1 in 7 Americans experience a lack of access to an affordable, nutritious diet, i.e. food inequality. Food banks already exist in most cities, but accessible gaps keep them from reaching the people who need them the most. Food inequality in the US has developed over time due to a variety of reasons, like economic inequality, urban planning policies, and racial segregation. Things like redlining denied loans to many low-income and minority neighborhoods. There was less investment in these areas, and as suburbs expanded, grocery stores and businesses became more common where the wealthier, more white people were. This left the inner city area with less full-service supermarkets and other stores and businesses.
What makes it hard for people to get healthy food in communities?
Well, oftentimes healthy food is more expensive, so communities with less money or that are less financially stable can't afford them.
Yeah, I think, again, it's just proximity and access. If transportation is not reliable, then getting to a place is difficult. If you're having to rely on buses, carrying groceries can be very difficult. I think time also has something to do with it. People who work weird schedules during the day and maybe they're only available to get food at night. It is challenging and confining within all of those other factors into it. So lots of different things, but I think we have to just be mindful of the breadth of people, I guess.
Okay, thank you.
For someone who's experiencing food inequality, when they go to the grocery store, this is what they see. It's not a grocery store, it's a convenience store, like a 7-Eleven. For me, this 7-Eleven was a few blocks away from my house. For someone who's experiencing food inequality, it might be the exact same. But the difference is there's a Safeway just down the street from my house. There isn't for them. This is what they have to eat on a daily basis.
In your opinion, what do you think the first steps to eliminating food inequality could be?
I think using more of our tax money towards food shelters and making sure it's healthy food that we're giving out to these people that need it.
I think the first steps to eliminating food inequality is for people to both volunteer and donate to food donation centers or kind of setting up food drives. I think that this would allow people to help others around the community with food inequality and just kind of work together to eliminate it.
As you've seen through many of these interviews, the main issue leading to food inequality is limited access to healthy food. Whether it's the long distance from grocery stores or cost of produce, the problem of food inequality is very real. But there's a solution. By expanding Seattle's food bank system, we can diminish the amount of food deserts in the greater area. But how do we do this? Through increased partnership with grocery stores and bakeries, in the Seattle area we can establish transportable food hubs that take an excess or nearly expired food that would go to waste. In Toronto, the Daily Bread Food Bank has been creating meals for people with over 250,000 meals given out per year. Bringing this concept to Seattle could bring lasting benefits to low-income communities because it would give them meals to feed their families.